Subscribe to our channel if you like our content. Do share with your friends and let's help them together to build a better and peaceful mind.
Depression isn't just about feeling sad. It's more like this invisible weight that's always sitting on your chest. It's that constant nagging noise inside your head that just never seems to shut off. It's like a fog that rolls in and makes even the smallest, most familiar task feel completely and utterly impossible. So let's start with what is maybe the most crucial point of all. Depression is not a personal failure. It is not a weakness of your character. What science is showing us loud and clear is that it's a biological, psychological, and even a spiritual imbalance. And you know the most important part of that truth? It can be reversed. Okay, so let's really dive into this. To understand how to heal, we first have to get a handle on what's actually happening inside the brain. Because here's the thing, depression isn't just a feeling. It physically changes the architecture of your brain. Let's break down what's happening on a biological level. So first, depression reduces what's called synaptic plasticity. That's just the brain's amazing ability to adapt and form new pathways. It can also literally shrink the hippocampus, which is a key area for memory and emotion. And of course, it messes with the circuits for crucial mood chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. But that last point, it's a big one. The default mode network, or DMN, becomes overactive. That's the part of your brain that creates that relentless, looping internal monologue of overthinking and self-criticism. So when we say synaptic plasticity is reduced, what does that really mean in plain English? Well, it means the brain's fundamental ability to learn, to change, and to create new pathways, it just gets stuck. Imagine a path in a forest that becomes so overgrown you can't travel down it anymore. That's kind of what's happening, and it's a core biological reason for that feeling of being trapped. But here is the beautiful, incredible, powerful truth at the very heart of all of this. Your brain is plastic, and that means it can regrow, it can rewire itself. I mean, think about it. Just like a broken bone heals with the right support, your brain can heal too. It's literally designed to do it. All right, so how do we kickstart that healing process? Let's get into the first part of our blueprint. It all starts with the foundation, your body. These are real, actionable steps you can take that start to change your brain's chemistry. The very first step, it's not about fitness, it's about chemistry. Just 20 minutes of movement, a brisk walk, a quick jog, anything that gets your heart rate up starts to release this powerful protein called BDNF. Think of every little bit of movement as sending a direct, hey, let's repair things signal right to your brain. And I love this quote because it illustrates it perfectly. The scientific name is brain-derived neurotrophic factor. But honestly, a much better way to think of it is simply brain fertilizer. It's this miracle protein that helps regenerate brain cells, encourages new connections to form, and gives your mood a direct boost. Next up, your breath. When you're in a depressive state, your body's fight or flight system is often stuck in the on position. This simple 4-2-6 breathing technique is like a manual override switch. By making your exhale longer than your inhale, you activate something called the vagus nerve, which basically tells your entire nervous system, hey, it's safe, we can calm down now. And get this, the effects are almost immediate. Within just 2 minutes, levels of the stress hormone cortisol actually begin to drop. Your amygdala, which is like the brain's alarm center, starts to quiet down. And this allows your prefrontal cortex, the rational planning part of your brain, to come back online and regain control. We also have to talk about fuel, because your brain isn't just floating around in there. The connection between your gut and your brain is absolutely profound. In fact, your gut produces around 90% of your body's serotonin, and nutrients like omega-3s, they help keep your neurons healthy. The science is becoming so clear on this. A healthier gut really does contribute to a calmer brain. And hey, let's not forget the most underrated medicine of all, sunlight. Seriously, just 10 minutes of direct sunlight can help boost your serotonin production. Plus, it helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which is absolutely essential for getting that deep, restorative sleep that's so critical for managing depression. Okay, so once we've laid that physical foundation, we can start building the framework, your mind. This is where we shift our focus to rewiring those old thought patterns and reconnecting to a real sense of meaning and purpose. Now, this might sound a little abstract at first, but modern neuroscience is finally catching up to what ancient wisdom has known for centuries. Practices like meditation, prayer, or chanting, these aren't just belief systems. They are neurobiological interventions. They literally change your brain waves. Take a practice like chanting, for example. As you can see here, this isn't just some ancient tradition. It's a full-on neurological process. That repetitive sound and vibration activates parts of the brain like the prefrontal cortex and insula, which are responsible for emotional stability. This can lead to what scientists call gamma wave synchronization, a brain state that's directly linked to feelings of deep peace and focus. Pretty incredible, right? Look, when you're depressed, everything feels overwhelming. The key is to stop trying to climb the entire mountain all at once. What your brain needs is small, achievable wins. Tiny little habits like making your bed or just stepping outside for 5 minutes. They begin to restore your brain's dopamine reward circuitry. And this is the most important part. These actions are so much more than just tasks on a to-do list. Each one, no matter how small it seems, sends a powerful, undeniable message from you to your brain that says, I am capable, I am in control, I am rebuilding. And ultimately, all this rebuilding leads us to the most powerful antidote of all, purpose. You see, depression so often stems from a feeling of being disconnected from life. Purpose reconnects you. It literally activates the brain's mesolimbic pathway. That's the core circuit for meaning, motivation, and drive. It gives your brain a real reason to move forward. All right, finally, let's build the shield. This is all about looking at the external factors in our lifestyle and our environment that are constantly influencing our internal state, whether we realize it or not. First up, human connection. This is non-negotiable. Your brain is just not built for isolation. Loneliness actually activates your stress pathways. Connection, on the other hand, releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which reduces stress and builds profound emotional resilience. It's a biological necessity, plain and simple. And we have to talk about our digital world. Those constant, easy dopamine hits we get from our screens, the notifications, the endless scrolling, they can actually numb your brain's natural reward system over time. I'd challenge you to try a 24-hour dopamine detox. No screens, just see what happens. You might be surprised at how your mind naturally becomes quieter and more settled. So when you put all these pieces together, the body, the mind, and the lifestyle, what you get is a powerful, science-backed blueprint for recovery. And if you've been listening, if you've been engaging with this, then this next part is especially for you. I really want you to hear this. You are not broken. You are healing. Your brain is not your enemy. It is this remarkable, adaptable organ that is simply waiting for your signal. It's waiting for the right instructions and the right materials to rebuild itself. And the truth is, just by watching this, just by seeking to understand, you've already sent the first one. Your healing has already begun. So the only question left is, what signal will you choose to send next?